Hi! So, it's Sunday night and wala kaming magawa. So, we're gonna do some random questions. Kung ano lang yung maisip. And this white here is for pimple. Baka anong isipin ninyo eh. I just wanna hear. You go first.
What?
No, some random questions.
Random questions?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like for our life story or for our life, family, whatever.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love me?
How much?
Better be a 10.
No, like let's say 120 bucks. No, I love you. How much I love you? Oh, that's a tough one, right? Because you cannot tell. If you love someone, you cannot tell someone how much you love him or you love her, right? So, I mean, you can't, how do you call that? That you can measure your
You know what?
love.
It would be easy if you just said 10.
No, I don't want that rate
I know
because
it was
it's
a bad
over 10.
it was a bad question because I already know how much you love me.
No, I mean, if it's like rate 1 to 10, it's over 10. I love you like how much you love your family. Ah!
Okay.
Wow. No, no,
It was
because
just, you know what? It was a bad question.
it's not about it's a good question.
Well, I know how much you love me. You gave me a kid.
So me, how much you love me?
I love you more than pizza. Well, I changed my entire life because of you. Not for you, but because of you. You
Like
know.
how? Well, like what change? Like how?
Well, I think we talked about this before.
No.
Yeah, the car. Yeah, pretty much you said.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We pretty much did. I mean, yeah, I changed everything. I mean, like I said, like I've said before, you know, I was kind of before I met you. I was just kind of existing. I wasn't really living.
Told you before that I have a lot of excess baggage, and that
We
excess
don't.
baggage are like my
Well,
family. I have a student to provide
I wouldn't
this.
call that baggage. You have what you call obligations that you
Yeah,
have. So, I mean,
it's not the really obligation because you don't have any obligation, but this is what I want to do.
right. And yeah, like I've told you.
I mean, that's the same as you, of course. I mean, you love your family, and I love the fact that you love it. You love your
Yeah.
family because me, I like family. I love them.
Yeah, that's one thing I do love about you. You are so family
I love
oriented.
gatherings.
I mean, you don't have to send my brother every embarrassing picture you
Maybe
have of
your
me.
brother sent me your pictures also, so
Yeah,
it's a tie. And your brother paid me for the pictures and the videos that I sent to him. You don't know about it.
what?
Joke. How about the age differences? Because it's an issue. It's really an issue. Our age difference or age gap.
Issue for who?
I mean, in general.
Yeah, so we were. I mean, we knew there was going to be challenges, and there is challenges.
What do you think? What's your perspective? Or what's your insight about the age differences of two people that love each other? It's not only us, okay? Let's say for general.
in general, well, you have to be realistic about it, right? I mean, it's obviously not ideal. Our
Yeah.
age difference is not ideal. I think before someone gets involved with a big age gap, they need to think about it and be very open talking with the partners because there are going to be some complications. Like it wasn't ideal with our age differences of having Caleb, which I'll never regret. But there are concerns at my age that you know that
Yes.
as I'm getting older, I mean, if I'm being honest, the likelihood of seeing him have a grandkid at my age is probably not the I would say the marks are against me.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as that goes, being an older parent, that scares me. So you have to be realistic with your partner, but for some reason in the United States, age difference matters more than anybody in the world, right?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I mean, and it doesn't bother me, but there's obviously I see the looks we get in public when they stare at you and then stare at me, and then we get the dirty looks and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So,
In Asia also, in Asia it's not a very big deal, especially in the Philippines, but there are some people that very judgmental and you cannot please everybody. So
no, and I've heard,
may mga marites talagang ganun. Well, it's true that age is just a number, and if you love someone, there's no age. Age doesn't matter.
it doesn't,
Yeah.
but well, it doesn't, but I guess the maturity level,
Oh yeah. Or maturity is based in
because
your experience.
I would,
Based from your experience,
yeah.
that's what
I
maturity
mean, like
is.
we always joke, you're very mature for your age, and I always said I'm immature for mine. But but like I said, in some of our arguments, sometimes our age differences comes out because so I have to remind myself sometimes in our arguments um, that sometimes it's due to the age differences and the experiences. Like I told you before, for all the Filipinos looking, I will never get used to Tampo
No,
ever.
but look at this. There are some young couples there that they get married and then afterwards they get divorced. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's some couples that they're happy. At first they're happy, but at the end they're miserable.
Yeah, don't put your hand in front of my face. They gotta see this beautiful thing.
And some of them are like they're happy, but practically or in practical, they are not. I mean, I love you, but sometimes it's okay also that you have someone that older than you or mature than you, because in our relationship it's very balanced.
Yeah, I mean, right, and I'm conscious of the fact too when you're talking about like age difference is the fact that I want you to, when you go back to work, I want you to find friends your own age too, right? Because when we go out, obviously we're all
Isn't it
older.
awkward?
You're the young one hanging out with all the old people, and we think we're cool, but we're probably old. We're probably not
And
anymore.
it's very funny because every time that I hang out with you, for example, with your friends, you're just like, I'm one of their daughter. But the worst thing is, I'm not American, so I'm Asian, so I'm one of the adopted daughter.
Yeah,
Or I can be friends with their daughters
Yeah.
or kids because it's just like we're in the same age.
yeah. I mean, we're kind of homebodies now, right? We
Yeah.
don't go out often, but if we would go out, I would be the one going, "Oh my God, you know, it's not even midnight. I'm tired." And you're like, "Oh my God, it's midnight. We got 2 hours to drink yet."
And I don't want to I don't want to marry to someone that I'm the one who will support him. You know what I mean?
Oh, you're gonna
Duh.
be changing my diapers.
No, what I mean is for everything. I'm the one who pay for his car. I'm the one who pay for
When?
not you. I mean, there's some young people
Oh,
like that.
yeah. Yeah.
It's just like you're young, we're in the same age, but you don't
Right.
have work, you don't have decent job,
Right.
and then I'm working like
Yeah,
no.
I suppose that is one of the advantages of one of the, and it can go either way. The girl can be older, but yeah, being more established in your career, so being
So
a little more
unwise.
financially stable. Yeah, maybe but you know, whatever,
No.
whatever.
Oh, but there's a love. I mean,
Yes,
in our relationship, there's a love, and it's genuine.
yes,
And
I know.
it's
Well,
not all about whatever,
and
but it's love.
for any American or Westerner that's planning on dating or marrying Asian, give you a hint, just so you're aware. that every Asian looks about 10 years younger than what their actual age is. So expect when you go out in public,
It's
people look at you going, is that his daughter? Is that his
Yeah.
grandkid? Is that
Daughter,
Yeah, would you
father,
ever guess that she's
foster
20?
father.
Yeah. No. That's why I was joking
It's
around
like I'm
like you
16 years old.
could pass.
Wow.
Yeah, you still get carded in bars, right? I mean, so
Yeah. That's why I always have ID.
right. So that's another thing. I mean, so but that's the biggest thing I think with the age gap really is,
Age gap.
and I think that's where communication becomes really more of a essential part of the relationship, being very open and honest and about things, right? And so, and having a sense of humor too, right? I mean, you tease me about being old, I tease you about being young. I mean, so
And
I mean,
beauty.
well, yeah, what? Yeah, you're my trophy wife.
And brain.
Yes, you remind me that
What
I'm
is
just,
beauty if your brain is empty?
yeah. Well, that's what I
What
love
are
about
you
you.
gonna do with your brain if you don't have
Well,
beauty? Charot.
well, and that's why sometimes when I hear, I've heard people straight out say, the mail order bride thing, I'm just like, you know what? She's got a college degree and she speaks 4 languages. She doesn't need me.
Tell me who are they?
Huh?
I'm gonna do the the doll.
The voodoo doll. Yeah. So, but you know what? Like
So
I
that
always,
they'll know who are they missing.
like I always tell you too, though. I mean, I have never met someone, and I'm not just saying, I've never met someone yet that you have not been able to win them over in 5 minutes.
Mm.
So I'm pretty sure my friends actually like you. In fact, sometimes I think they like you more than me.
Oh, I don't know, huh? I don't know.
Well, they get
Maybe
more
they're
excited to see you
charot-charot
than
lang.
me.
Or maybe they're charot-charot lang.
No.
Right. Even though, like, of course, my friends were gonna tell you, like, oh, I like her husband. Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
And then when you, after you left, like,
Oh yeah.
so that's it. Matutulog na kami. Nantok na ako. Bye. Yun lang. Lang kakwenta-kwenta.
Nakakaintindi ko. Kuwente.